So I'm here for my baby boy, Liam. That's the only reason I'm here. I met Marcus at a bar in Las Vegas sometime last year, and we hit it off. I mean, I had 3 martinis, so I really don't remember very much of that day.
You set it off, so then y'all hit it off.
You're right. I was going through a breakup with my ex, so it was really hard for me, and I was just wanting to have a day out of just me. So went to the bar, saw Marcus. It was kind of a blur that night, but we hit it off, and then we had a lot of fun that night. And we actually ended up having a 2-month relationship from that date. So
2-month sexual relationship.
Yes.
All right. From
Yes.
that date.
Yes, from that
so
date.
So you
forward.
met her at the bar, Mr. Hargrove?
Yeah, I mean, I think our eyes met across the room. She kind of gave me the signals, and yeah.
Oh, what's the signal?
Smiling, you know,
Oh,
she
smiling.
has a beautiful smile.
Inviting. Yes,
Inviting.
she does have a beautiful smile.
Yeah.
Inviting.
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, I love to hear about these things because nowadays it's always swipe left, swipe right. I don't know. I've never been on one of them things, but it's all the swiping and the DMing and sliding in the DM. Oh, gosh, I just love to hear about people meeting face to face.
I agree.
All right. So when you approached her, what did you say?
I kind of just said, "What's up? What's your name?" Like she said, for me, it was kind of a blur as well, but yeah, you know, we kind of started making out.
How long did it take for you all to become intimate after this point?
Well, it wasn't that night, but pretty much the first date. I mean, we got intimate. We made out a little bit that night, you know, went home, went our separate ways. We started talking the next day, and from that point on, it was on.
It was on. Was it on with protection or was it on without protection?
So that's the thing, Your Honor. No protection, but I had a vasectomy a little over 20 years ago. So that's how I know this child cannot be mine.
All right. And so, Miss Hargrove, when you were having unprotected sex, I don't know what y'all out here having all this unprotected sex, even with a vasectomy. I mean, there's still other diseases and STDs and all the things. That's not too responsible. All right, so you all are having sex. You all have this fling. It goes on for how long?
2 months.
2 months.
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happens? You find out you're pregnant?
Yeah. So I found out I was pregnant, and I've never had a baby before. So I was actually really excited, especially with Mr. Hargrove. I thought he was a nice, respectful man. So I end up giving him the news that I am expecting a baby. And to my surprise, he doesn't share the same excitement as me. He actually tells me that he's not the father and I'm crazy, and then just runs out the restaurant that night.
What part of vasectomy don't you understand?
It is your child.
Okay. Your Honor, she's either delusional or she's lying.
And so you're certain that at that time you were only being intimate with?
Yes. I was only being intimate with Mr. Hargrove, no one else.
But you said you were having a spat and a tough breakup with your ex. Sometimes when those things happen, there's a little rebounding back over there sometimes. Are you sure you weren't still being intimate with your ex or being intimate with anybody else?
Yes, Your Honor. My ex cheated on me. I can't go back to him no matter how much he begs for me. I only wanted Mr. Hargrove, and that's the only person I was with. This is his baby.
Okay, so take me to your suit for negligence, $3,125. Why are you suing for that much money?
You see, Mr. Hargrove got an inheritance from his mother. Her name was Eleanor, and she passed away. Therefore, in her will, she stated that she was going to give 25% of her inheritance to Mr. Hargrove's children. So that's why I brought Ava Hargrove today, which is actually Mr. Hargrove's daughter, who he doesn't want to talk about.
All right, I'd like to hear from your witness. Ma'am, please stand. State your name for the record.
Hi, Your Honor. My name is Ava Hargrove.
Thank you for being here, Ms. Hargrove. What would you like to add to this? You are Mr. Hargrove's daughter.
Yes, I am his daughter.
And how old are you?
I'm 22 years old.
You're 22 years old?
Yes, I'm 22.
Okay. What would you like to add?
Well, my dad, he hasn't been in my life, and I met Rebecca at a college event, and she was telling me how my dad hasn't been in her life at all after telling me that she was pregnant. So I told her about the inheritance from my grandmother, which Liam deserves.
And so were you aware that your father had had a vasectomy? That would have been shortly after you were born.
Yes, I was aware. My mother had told me.
Okay. And so when she mentioned that your father was her child's father, did you say, well, my father's had a vasectomy, I don't think that that's likely?
Yeah, we talked about it, but she said he was the only guy that she's been with, so...
Your Honor, this is a shakedown.
Now, Mr. Hargrove, you're insisting that Miss Ellis is trying to shake you down like she's the con woman just going after this 25%. From this court's perspective, how is she supposed to believe that you had a vasectomy? It's people out here running around all the time convincing women to have unprotected sex, talking about they can't get pregnant because they had a vasectomy. So she could have thought you were the lie.
I don't know what my daughter's motives are. Sure, we've had problems. No relationship is perfect. I tried to be in your life.
Liam looks just like you.
Exactly.
She has a type.
Who has a picture of the child? And also, you say that this inheritance, does anybody have a copy of
The will?
the will?
Yes,
and what
I do.
was?
I'll take that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Such a cutie pie.
Yes, Your Honor. That is Liam, Mr. Hargrove's son.
Born June 20th.
Allegedly.
Allegedly the father. I get it, but yeah, the child's here.
Yeah, exactly.
See, he has your eyes.
And here's
your
the
nose.
will. Mr. Hargrove is the executor. 25% of the net value set aside, and it should be distributed in equal shares to any and all of my living grandchildren who are the children of my son. 75% goes to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So you didn't know about this inheritance until Miss Hargrove brought it up.
You're right, Your Honor.
And how did you and Miss Hargrove meet? Mr. Hargrove, you introduced Miss Ellis to your daughter?
Absolutely not.
No.
Well, how
We met at a college event. My friends were her mutual friends, and they introduced us.
Hold on now. How old are you?
I'm 26, Your Honor.
Okay, and how old are you?
45, Your Honor.
All right. Well, so you 45 years old, you're dating somebody 26.
She's a grown woman, Your Honor.
I was just about to say it's not against the law,
Go find someone
but
your
you're
age.
also standing here now. So, Miss Hargrove, it's your opinion your dad wasn't really there for you.
Yes, he wasn't there for me.
And so what prompted you to be Miss Ellis's witness today?
She told me that Liam was her son and Liam was my brother. He said that it was Marcus's son, and I believe her. And he deserves a piece of the inheritance.
Why do you believe her? I mean, just because you have a problem with me, I mean, that's private. That's between us. You already know your mother got in the way.
You weren't there for her
I tried to
life.
spend- gotten
I
away?
tried to spend time with
You
her.
weren't even there for her.
Never in my life.
What do you
I
mean?
haven't
You
seen
can't even
I
in
sent
my-
speak
you-
for
When's the
I
her.
sent
last
you
time you've
gifts.
seen your dad?
At my grandmother's funeral.
And
At your grandmother's
she wouldn't even
funeral.
talk to me.
And so under this will, you are one of the grandchildren set to inherit.
Yes.
And so, truthfully, you entertaining the fact that Miss Ellis's child could be your father's child really cuts into the amount you would inherit. So you really don't have any reason besides just honestly believing it could be possible and wanting to be supportive of a child that could potentially be your brother.
Yes.
Because
That is only
truthfully,
right.
this goes against your financial
Exactly.
interest.
It does.
And so, Mr. Hargrove, were you aware when you had your vasectomy 20 years ago that while they are one of the best forms of birth control, there still is a 1 in 2,000 failure rate? Were you aware of that? I'm sure you had to read and understand a lot of this before and sign consent, right?
Yes, Your Honor,
But you're
but that's...
saying in 20 years, you have never had any issues, no other woman.
No.
And I'm scared to ask, have you been out here enjoying a multitude of unprotected sex?
I'm a single man, Your Honor. I do enjoy myself.
That would be a yes, right, Sean?
Exactly.
So you out here just getting it in.
Exactly. With younger girls, Your Honor. Younger girls.
Women. And as they say, women mature quicker than men. So I believe we're kind of like the same age.
Ooh.
Ew.
That was some bad math he did right there. That math wasn't mathing.
Ew.
As the kids would say. All right. The issue here hinges on one fact. If Liam is your biological child.
It's impossible.
Improbable, but not impossible.
Your Honor, I've never won the lottery. This would have been, it's kind of like getting struck by lightning, correct?
So now that you brought that up, before I get to the results, because I have them, because we made sure that we're going to get this question answered for Liam today. If you said, I've never hit the lottery, would this be a lottery for you? Would you like to have a son?
Not like this, Your Honor.
I'm going to tell you one thing, and I don't say this often. I'm going to read these results, and I'm hoping you're not the father. I really am, because I'm going to tell you what you're displaying right here, right now, no. This is not what makes a man. This is not. And now I'm nervous that this 1 in 2,000 gonna come visit us today. And Liam is gonna have to deal with a repeat of what Ava's had to deal with. Because I know you ain't gonna do right by the baby if it's yours. Because you didn't do right by the one you got.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, shame on you for having a mother that has left you an inheritance to make sure you're okay and your children are okay. She cared more about the kids than you did. I understand why she left the 25%, not just to Ava, but to any children born to you, because she knew who her son was. And she knew what was possible. So that basically means that any child born to you is going to inherit that 25%.
Yep.
Shame. The paternity test results read as follows. When it comes to the child born to Rebecca Ellis and the alleged father, Marcus Hargrove, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Hargrove, you are not the father.
Exactly.
I know you sad, Miss Ellis, but I'm glad. Men like Mr. Hargrove, who the old men in the club, they think they're cool, but we know they're clowns. But what your child would have endured for a portion of that 25% ain't no money worth dealing with that as your father. And you can look to your right. She carries that man's last name, and he done come here and treat her worse than a stranger. You are despicable. Miss Ellis, I wish you the best of luck. I think you should reach out to your ex, because this court kind of feels like they probably were in the mix, if not someone else.
Okay. Yeah.
And most importantly, take care of that beautiful little boy.
Yeah.
Be there for him, and make sure you do your due diligence to find his father.
I will. Thank you, Your Honor.
With that said, your case is dismissed. Judgment for the defendant. Court is adjourned.
All rise.
Judge Lake has ruled in favor of the defendant. The plaintiff's case is dismissed.
I am not the father, and you know that. You knew it.
I hope
I don't
through
know
all
what
of
this
this
is all
that
about.
you're a better father for Ava. She's still here. Regardless of what's going on with me and Liam, be a better dad to the ones that you do have.